certain projects on IoT embedded system, and we have already developed certain prototypes as well. One prototype is this, which I would like to present here. The prototype is soft starter for three-phase induction motor with phase reversal connection. So usually what happens, induction motor, AC induction motors have been extensively used. Even if you take the urban as well as rural obviously agricultural sector, they are, every person who has a plot has a pump which goes underground on an average 2000 feet. And here also in the urban area, every alternate house has a pump, and these pumps usually the problem what happens is either due to phase reversal at the other end it gets destroyed or it gets hampered, or due to sudden insurge current or what you call torque it gets damaged. So we need to avoid these things. Was the idea. So I'm just going the same thing. So we have designed or we have come up with a prototype model which can reduce the current surge, starting current surge and torque of the motor during its startup, which in turn reduces the mechanical and electrodynamic stresses on the motor while extending the lifespan. Okay, so this is my problem definition. And what is the proposed we are doing? So we have already developed a proof of concept prototype, which I will show you. Then the work and this template, for example, this was done by ITC. So the same template we have used. We had around 7 slides. So whatever was possible here, we have put it in. Okay. So the work done so far on the progress. So we took this as an idea. We did a technical survey, technical survey. Then we did the need analysis as well. What is the need? Whether there is enough market for it. Then we designed our own proposed design. We did the testing, and finally the prototype model is ready. So customer or market analysis. So customer pain points are deep. So cost effective protection for underground pumps is a need of the hour, because as I told, lifting those pumps from 1000 feet down the ground and repairing it and putting it back, and we don't have a guarantee that that same problem will not happen. So there is a need for one such protection to be done on the to be done. So beneficiary segment would be industrial motor applications like conveyor belts, pumps, compressors, mixers, etc. So wherever these like induction motors are used, we can use. Market size, we have not done the actual numbers, we have not done that survey. We are concentrating basically on the technical part only. And service available market also, the survey is pending. So both these two surveys are still pending from our end. And there was a slide to give the competitive differentiation between what is existing in the market and what we are proposing. There are a couple of vendors who propose this type of soft starters. One such vendor is ABB. I have just provided some key parameters. Say for example, current rating, they have a series called TSR soft starters, which can go from 3 amps to 1.5 amps. This is the input load current. And our prototype, we have designed it up to 40 amps currently. The major factor is the triac which we are using. So that is a driver. So if we use a triac of higher current capacity, we will be able to achieve that as well. But currently our prototype is using 40 amps. Operating voltage say 220 to 600. We have gone to we have tested it 220 to 440 volts AC. Current supply, their control supply is 24 volts they have used. Here we have used 5 volts DC. Then control hardware, they have used silicon control rectifiers. We have tried out with triacs, which is the bidirectional SCR Then control software, they are using some mechanical and electronic switching. We tried to explore more on this, what exactly is the design, but we couldn't find much. We did extensive literature survey. It's all IP and we didn't get much of the design details. Whatever we have done is based on the literature survey, technical literature survey. In the past 30 years, whatever reviews, textbooks, whatever we took everything, grasp from that. Based on that, we have designed. We have used a microcontroller called ESP32, which has the capability of Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth. Either one of them we can use. So we have used that as a microcontroller plus discrete hardware, all these logical gates and all to check the phase difference, etc. So we have built our own design. They have a graphical display interface. Currently, our model has a LED indications only. And quick installation and easy installation, yes, our product also is a very simple installation. So how will you build competitive advantage? Obviously, it is our own design, so IP will be with us. So discrete hardware design, which is what we have designed using open source tools like MultiSync and AWR tool. ESP microcontroller we have developed a mobile app also, so that we can get real-time updates on it. And cost effective and reliable solution. Cost effective I say because see all these models from different computers, it starts from 15K and it goes up to 3 lakhs also. So depending on the company, depending on the make model, they have variation. But what we are seeing is it could come down as less than 10K also with whatever we have designed. So that is one cost effective competitive advantage that we have. And next we had advisors. So I have a mentor called Vinod Agarwal. He is a retired scientist from ISRO. We have been working since past 4 to 5 years along with him, developing some prototypes, navigation, etc. And these are a couple of prototypes. Actually, this is two different parts. One is the automatic phase selector, where irrespective of the three phase R, Y, B, whichever you change, it will give you the correct phase output. So whatever is the sequence in the input side, it will automatically connect and give you as the output. There are models, phase correctors individually and soft starter individually. So we are trying to merge both of them. A phase corrector also plus a soft starter also. These two are the two different versions basically. This is our first version and this was our second version of phase corrector. This is the soft starter module which will be able to do it. Basically, the problem happens with both of them. Either the phase gets reversed, the motor gets damaged, or if there is sudden insert touch, the motor gets damaged. So we are trying to combine a combination of these two is not available in the market as per our survey. So we are trying to combine these two along with the Wi-Fi connection or IoT connection through mobile app. We will be able to see. So this is what we are trying to propose. I have one small video also here where I can just we had a small demo video also where we were able to demonstrate using the three bulbs of three different phases how the voltage keeps on increasing at regular time intervals, and finally it comes to a stage where the motor is fully operational and it stops. So this is all about my product which I
Where did you test this?
we have our lab only, so we do PCB design there as well. PCB fabrication we give outside, but all these component soldering etc. we do at home.
So once it comes out as a product, where will this be installed?
This will be installed just before your actual pump. So there is a AC lines coming from the line. Before that, this will be a kind of a box kind of thing, IP65 box plastic kind of a box input. That will give an input and you will get three phase output from it.
So
Just before the actual
the weight.
weight would be around 600, around half kg, 600 grams. Yes. Because all lightweight, only few relays and all we have used SSBCR relays as well. So even those are lightweight. The box is the actual, the enclosure itself is the weightest part here. PCB is double sided PCB and all these are like small.
PCBs are all kind of designed in.
Yes, we had multiple iterations. We have worked on it. We have identified the problems. We have again reworked on the PCB. So 3 to 4 versions of PCB has also happened.
And you mentioned the supply is 5 volts.
Control. Supply is 230 volts AC, but for controlling it is 5 volts, and the same 5 volts we are using for our controller. So we have an AC to DC converter inside.
The relay over there, what is the rating of the relay?
Relay as of now, that's all. Relay we have used 40 amps.
40 amps.
40 amps, that is the reason why I have mentioned here. 40 amps is our current.
Current, yeah.
So if I put a higher relay and plus this triac of higher capacity, I can achieve this that rating.
How do you describe that last time cost effective design?
Cost effective, as I told, it depends on the weight. So now ABB for this particular model, 3 amps to about 5 amps, they are charging around 30,000. But with whatever we have done till now with PCB multiplication, it comes less than 10K. So it is almost 1/3 of the cost.
What is the market study and how do you justify your design solution? Have you tested that?
Yes, testing is done, but
What is the sample size on which you tested?
sample size is like 3 phase, and we have used load of ends.
So you have ensured that you are taking stand on a reliable solution of your proposed idea.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, and how do you think at what direction it has failed or something like that? Have you
Yes, yes, there are a lot of there are a lot of cases where it failed. Capacitors on the designing we had to modify, and we had put a rigorous of 48-hour test bed also, so it continuously ran for 48 hours also. So a couple of things which we
So
feel.
just I'm trying to clarify it. The first formal model which is already there, I was convinced that your discrete modeling has cost-effective
Yes.
feature. Okay. So how do you tell your proposed thing could be reliable is wherever it has failed, yours have worked very well.
Okay.
Or probably for 100 hits, how many hits it was positive or
Positive,
how
okay.
So did you test that
No,
to declare the statement it has a reliable
No,
solution?
we didn't actually compare these two at that level. But whatever, like when you apply a load.
Fast hacking, this is just my general
Yeah,
idea,
yeah,
and all of
yes,
them
ma'am.
can hear me if I'm making sense or this is not. See, usually the cost is also associated with the quality. Okay, so reliability must be really reliable.
Yes, they are
Okay,
reliable.
so how do you tell yours is reliable solution? Number one, you can tell by having run through samples and tell in most of the cases it was reliable. That is one method. Or you have to prove that the approach, which is not exactly toward traditional approach, the prior approach on which you are comparing has failed in certain cases and ours has proved to be better.
Yes, but
So
it is just
have
a
you
quantitative, it is not a qualitative statement. Yes. So we have to do
So
that.
in again, correct me if I'm wrong. In computer science, we usually do an analytical modeling where we prove that because of these test cases, I'm 100% sure it is reliable. Okay, because the mathematical model and the justification is correlated. So none. What is my curiosity is, have you thought in that lines of testing your reliability versus that approach, or you are already telling it by comparing it with your test cases?
No, it is only with our test cases. As you told, we'll take your input, we'll try to compare it with that. So we'll try to see where exactly ours will fail
And
or.
that time you will also appreciate that it can go for patenting.
Yes.
Always we will, I don't know, the most, some of them who are very fond of quality would not compromise on quality provided the money is gone. Because we know that it's a quality product. Okay, so if we can increase these parameters and then tell yes it was cost effective when compared to the traditional model or earlier competitor, then it will have weightage. That's my observation.
You know, who's evaluating from your end in terms of all this?
There is no external evaluators.
No external.
We are only just we are.
Have you approached any companies when it comes to getting this verified?
No, sir.
It's important. It's important. Because the market approach might be completely different from the approach where academicians are thinking.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Actually, our thinking stops there only. So we require.
Right now it is there.
Yes.
But in future you
Yes,
already have
yes.
some plans, getting some consultation from.
Yes.
so you can link them with the evaluator from outside
So that they can give their.
they can make the system fail. So that is what we teach in our labs.
Yes.
The algorithms when we teach, we never tell A plus B is equal to C. We try to tell them you have to ensure that your algorithm fails. So test cases have to be picked up in such a way that the child is just figuring out how to fail the algorithm, not the pass algorithm. Because if you can get an evaluator who can fail your system or find out a lacuna, I think that will pitch in a product which could be competitive enough. See, I'm just thinking.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Correct.
And you feel that this can be really impactful?
Yes, sir. Actually, I feel by this time because summer is nearing, every year it comes, but people should use this kind of system to avoid that huge amount of because that is time consume. That is a need, but still I feel not many have installed. Only industries, high-end industries where the current ratings are too high, they are using it. But normal household agriculture sector, they are not using it, sir.
So they can also give a title telling that it is for small scale.
Yes, that.
Title would work.
And we have to target that segment only.
Consumer market and our head there.
It will be a larger.
Target market.
So probably that might
Potentially there.
also that might attract the people on the numbers. because when large scale India probably
Yes.
are looking for more reliable solutions, and I cannot afford even a point not one
Actually,
of
if you see
failure.
this EDB, they go up to 1000 amps also. They have models which go up to 1000 amps also. So that is higher, very higher end. And it will be used for airports, hospitals, like that.
ನೀವು ಈ ತರ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನೀವು ಈ ತರ ದೊಡ್ಡ MNC ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ
Happy to do it. So even the startups is fine, sir.
I should. How do you want to take this up? So you want to start as a startup or my technology transfer? No. Anything is fine for me. But what I feel is, see now the prototype is ready. I require, as you told, as the panel suggested, we need some evaluators who can evaluate. And the overall design. If you see my design, it is just a IP65 box. But if I go and take this box outside, it won't sell. So I require one designer who can fit my components inside a box, give a good look, and then either Modulix or IndiaMart or somewhere I want to put this and see what is the feedback from the customer. Once I get some feedback, say for example 20 customers buy this and they provide me the feedback, then that whatever the revised version, you can take it to a next level. That is what I feel is the way forward. I may be wrong also.
So the work will help you. Direction, I will target for lightweight or low.
Usually all the pumps, the water pumps are maximum 30 amps only. So that is where we took 40 amps as the benchmark and we have designed for it. But as I told, it is only that the triac driver. So we get up to 100 amps, 200 amps. So if I replace the triac driver with supporting the hardware, I should be able to achieve higher rating as well.
So just can you frame the problem statement so that they can write against the idea? If you want to remember your particular project with small title, what could you do so that they can write it? Idea.
Like,
See, we have kept one column saying idea, what idea you presented.
Okay.
This is small.
This you can take it as soft start.
Soft
start.
That will show the ABB component.
Yes, sir.
That is the lowest capacity.
Yes, sir. That is their first PSR series. It is one of the capacity.
M1 model ಅಲ್ಲ entry level ಅಲ್ಲ
Entry level model. Yes.
But the control
Yeah.
supply voltage there is 24 and
24.
That has been
No, sir. Actually, it depends. They have chosen 24, but we have chosen 5 volts because our ISP controller requires 5 volts. So anyhow, we require 5 volts power. And rest of discrete components also, almost all the ICs.
that's an advantage.
Yes, it will be an advantage because not much because AC
So
to DC
what is your indicative routine, sir?
from Devraj.
I'm just wondering why they must have done that. See, you must always think the market would have thought of this a little earlier. So if they have fixed at 24 week, okay, so why would they have done that? There would have been a specific reason.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
I'll check for that. But for us, since our controller also required 5 volts input, and almost all the ICs, discrete ICs like
That is
whatever we use,
whether all such devices which requires ABB, whether it is suitable for even your
no, that's what. When I check the internal electronics or the mechanical structure, it is nowhere available. So it is all closed. So they don't know anything.
abstract.
Yes, it is like that. And whatever ICs we have used, all of them work fine with 5 volts. Means they are rated for 5 volts. So that is where we choose 5 volts. And anyhow, it is a conversion from DC to DC only. So we have a ready-made model available in market which converts 80 to 30 to 5 volts with 1 amp to 1 capacity. So 1 amp is more than sufficient for us. So we choose 5 volts. That is only for control.
what is the funding
I don't know, sir. This is just what is there available as of now. So to take it to the next level, as you people suggest, we'll see what is the next step, and maybe that design or whatever or next level of testing, we will have to call a consultant and take his
So
input.
what is the cost node in components and manpower?
POM may not be very expensive.
utilize the
Yes, yes, sir. We have a complete we have GCD, so once I open the door, I get that.
So what is the costing then?
What is the?
It is less than, it comes all over, including enclosure, it comes less than 8K. So overall, we can tell it is around 10K. That's it. Not more than that.
So how much you are expecting, sir? We have kept on following for funding, how much you are asking?
I seriously don't have an idea about that.
No, you just have to check your reliability test, how many numbers you want to test, how many hours you want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
test,
maybe that, if I have to take
Manuals.
under what conditions you want to
Yes.
test. That you need to identify and check on that.
Oh. Is it necessary to give it down? Or?
Just a small guess.
Okay, so maybe if I
One prototype ready and
one product we are like almost like 10K, but if I
And
have
what
to
is the
use
man has to do this work?
Yeah, put everything into.
yes, no, otherwise, yes.
What are the man has to put in already? To develop to this 10K or something like that?
How many months?
More than 3 months actually. This is
Man
not
hours
the,
ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗಿದೆ 3 months correct. How many hours you put in? How many people?
I have to calculate, don't know.
So think is just
Yeah, these are all,
see, when we are talking about software engineering, also the SDLC cycle, no?
Yes, yes.
We just calculate the number of man-hours and also now it is technical man-hours. The person who is doing this welding, I don't know the words correctly, probably our charges are just on your
Yes,
brain.
correct.
Okay, our charges vary, meaning brain charges vary, the number of hours you put in. So you have to pitch all that up and then have one.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
And
So more than technical, I think those aspects
so
are.
this is a pakka academic work, sir.
Yes,
We are just thinking of our idea and yado amuse agli.
Yes,
But we are not thinking beyond that.
Yes, ma'am.
We actually have killed our brains. Academicians have killed our brains. Okay? So think a little larger, probably could be patented, and as Professor Nami, the expert who told, you have to get it evaluated by a critical person who might not steal your idea. Okay, and then see what is the costing and check the reliability, and you must have the USP of why people have to choose yours when compared to the already existing one. In the study material, it will be a very nice proposal for even a bigger finding that. And you have to hit your customers to whom you want to sell it and how do you move them and have a comparison with. So you have to a little think with you, not only the funding here. You have a team there in the department who can help you.
One colleague of mine works with me, but not.
I'm sorry again, the electrical department business?
This is electronics and
Which
electronics.
easy. Sir.
You have to consider use of man hours also.
Manuals are very important. Just go through the cost estimation in software engineering.
With that estimation, you will take cost effective and reliable solution, you can promote it for value.
Yes, yes.
And that will happen only when we does lot of
Yeah,
experiments.
this is advantage.
And the value also might not be one day sell money, other cost effective. Like, it will come, but the overall it looks a good thought, but you will have to go a little further to, I mean, keep yourself in a very high stature and then talk in that pitch. Good attempt. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So you are expecting from this 10K, yeah?
Please,
And here for one prototype to be ready.
One prototype, but I don't know how this entire process goes. If I seriously don't have it.
I want you to go ahead and meet people outside.
Yes, sir.
Please do it. Okay? Because all your work are tangible.
Budget planning ಅನ್ನೋದು
No, one is my bill of material.
ನೀವು BOM ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. BOM is what the expenses that you have incurred. But for you to get this product commercialized or ready for commercialization, you have to have certain things in place. Okay, market is structured, market is ಬೇಕು, you need to invest. Then you arrive at the costing. That is what is.
First of all, it is quite good initiative at the college level to start all this. Now it is that the onus is on us. How we can find out means ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಫಂಡಿಂಗ್ ತಂದೆ ತರ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು that passion if it is there, no, then you'll start thinking all those directions. So number one, high appreciation for the thought process and the idea and all that. Number two, even the flow was very good, just to consolidate. But there is a lacuna on estimation of cost and then giving words like cost effective, reliability. So all that will come only when you have a test case run and experiments done and so on. But it looks very potential according to my observation.
Agree.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Next. Yeah, no.
Required is 20K will put for it.
ಸಾಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಬೇಕು.
ಒಳಗೆ ಬೇಕಾ?
ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ
ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
50,000 ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Please ಒಂದು 3-4 prototype ಮಾಡಿ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್.
ಸೊ ಏನಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಈಗ?
ನಾವೇ ಹಾಕೋಣ ನಾವು ಬರೋಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ
1 lakh
ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ
50K ಹಾಕೋಣ ಸರ್. I put advance 20K. ನಾವೇ ಅವ್ರ advance ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿ.
My name is Professor Department of Mechanical Engineering. My specialization has been with nanocomposites. I work with polymer-based composites. My PhD work is basically on the development and characterization of nanocomposites. So my topic for presentation is bagasse used polymer composite material. It finds application in furniture industry. It can be a potential replacement for plywood in the furniture industry as well as construction industry. So coming to the coming to problem statement. So nowadays there is a shortage of the material for the furniture industry. There is national wood procurement or getting national wood from the forest has become a major problem. Also deforestation is also causing a lot of environmental hazard. And the third thing is, on the other hand, there is India has too many sugar factories across South India as well as North India. UP and Bihar are having about 45% of the sugar industry. After the sugar has been extracted from the sugar cane, the major problem is the disposal of this bagasse. Bagasse is the leftover from after extracting the juice from the sugar cane. But disposing this, it has become a huge problem, and also we have. Last 2-3 years, we have seen a major problem in Delhi NCR region. They are burning this bagasse and it's causing environmental hazards. So around 75 to 90 million tons of bagasse is burnt or it is disposed every year in India. So the objective of my proposed research work is, or the product, already I started working on it. I will call it as a research product. So the objective is to develop bagasse reinforced polymer composites that finds application as a candidate material as a replacement for plywood, as well as in the construction industry also. Wherever there is not a major load acting on the beams or somewhere places where not it is not safety is not a major concern, we can replace material by using bamboo composites. And we have already started working on it, and our objective is to develop a new class of polymer-based composites that can replace plywood, and also to promote this material, what we call as a bamboo bag, that is a combination of bamboo and bagasse. That can be a replacement for plywood as well as PVC in the construction industry. So the proposed solution for the problem, that is one is the disposal of bagasse, and second one is the procurement of natural wood from the forest. So what we can do is we can replace this bamboo bagasse composite with the conventional wood. So there is a method called as hand layer technique what we are using to develop this. So these are some of the composites what we have developed in the lab. So there are 2 layers of bamboo mat in between. Earlier we had worked, this is not actually bagasse, we do not use bagasse in this. Earlier I have worked with glass fabric that can it acts as a reinforcement material. Last year also I had given a presentation here on which we started using PVC that is PVC and dispose polythene bottles. So we were crushing it That is bamboo fiber in between. In this composite, they use glass fiber as a reinforcement in between. That can be a replacement for plywood, or in the PVC doors can be replaced by this wood. And this has been developed by Bagasse. Just a minute quantity of bagasse has been added in between. So we're testing this material. We can vary the thickness, and we can, depending on the application and the strength required, the percentage of bagasse can be decreased or increased, and the bamboo mat layers also can be increased and decreased based on the application. So our proposed solution is using two natural materials and coming up with instead of sending the bagasse to the landfills, we can use it into the construction industry. So two problems we are solving, and also uh, coming to the customer market analysis, because it was asked in the slides. So there, according to Bollywood market outlook, the global plywood market has having a huge potential. That is 45.5 billion. It was in 2022 as per estimate. That is approximately in rupees, it would be 3.75 lakh crore worldwide. 3.75 lakh crore is the market potential what plywood is having, and again it is about to exceed by 62.3 million by 2028. So approximately that will be in rupees, it will be about 5.7 lakh crore worldwide. So that is the demand for plywood worldwide. And also nowadays there are some startups that have come up with natural that is fiber reinforced plates and utensils. In most of the this one the chat shops and marriages also they're using natural that is areca nut leaves they are using. They are crushing it or they are compressing and they are making plates out of it. So there is according to some estimate about this market is going to already have evaluated this this type of natural fiber reinforced products can is having a potential of about 1.4 million. It was estimated 222, and it is about to again increase by 231. It will be about 367 billion. So there is a huge demand. There will be a huge demand for this type of products in the market in the future also, and there are already existing products in the market. There is existing plywood that is in and out. They are used it in the construction industry, and the construction industry is growing every day. And the competition will, what we want to compete with our competitors, the cost of the plywood that is already available in the market is the century ply for 19 mm thickness, it will be about 184 rupees per square feet, and the lesser thickness if we go for that is 12 millimeter flexi ply, it will be costing about 110 rupees per square feet. So we are purchasing the material from the open market and small quantity. For us, it is costing per square feet. We are costing about 65 to 75 rupees. So if we go for mass manufacturing, the cost of this type of material may again come down. And one advantage of this is compared to plywood, we have done some already aging test. This is coated with some type of polymer material. We have dipped this material in water for about 30 days and done the testing. And there is just a decrease of about 3% in the tensile strength of the material. That is because of the polymer coating what we are given. So already we identified some drawbacks also, but we can work on it. It is in the research stage. Not much work has been carried on this type of products, and our objective is to we're doing a lot of permutation combinations and bring a better product to the market. So the expected outcomes of this type of product is we can develop a new class of bamboo-based composite with the bagasse as a reinforcement, and which can come to the market at a very cheap price. Even if we float it to the market with the competitor's price, maybe just 5-10% lower than that, it will be huge profit. Those who will invest in this type of polymer bamboo industry, and also by applying various type of coating, we can increase the strength as well as the life of this type of composite. And bagasse-based composites will definitely have a longer life compared to plywood. So plywood, once it is exposed to moisture, it is going to be after just a few days and or months, it will, when it is exposed to moisture, it will start deteriorating. But this is having a better strength as per our initial test what we have presented. So that was the presentation.
Have you interacted with some of the, I know you have already done some work. Any specific brands have you
No,
already?
sir, not yet. Still, we are in the initial test. We conducted some design test, lecturer test.
Where you have these tests?
In our, four of my students are involved with me. We are developing this proposal. Actually, I had a ASCT funded project. We are developing bamboo composites for structured application. That was with glass fiber. So then I thought, why not use? There are two problems. When I was doing this project, I find out that there is a huge encouragement from the government of India to use bamboo composites, bamboo material. So there is a Indian Plywood Association as well as bamboo. In Hungary, there is some government. There is a autonomous body. They are promoting bamboo composites. So they are making houses to tables, chairs, including commode to the kitchen sink, everything out of bamboo. They're using some specialty type of coating and making it. So they are encouraging bamboo composites. Why? Because one, it is when in earthquake prone areas, it is lifesaver. If you build walls and roof out of this, even if it falls, it may not cause a huge damage to the life and property. Second thing is India has abundant resources of naturally available bamboo. About 13% of the total forests in India are covered with bamboo, and Indian government want to promote this. But there is a problem psychological. I had the opportunity to visit that center.
Sir, have you visited Good Science and Technology at Kaleshwaram?
No, but I have visited the Kingari one center,
National
Indian National Bamboo.
I got carried away because I was in the panel for the funding at Wood Science. Their actually headquarters is in Dehradun. And if you wish and if you are okay and you have contact, please go ahead, sir. And we spent morning 9 to 6 o'clock arguing on this. Okay, and fantastic experts who are very good at wood science are there. Okay, so I will just connect you with them. Please go ahead and the entire story that day. And I was looking like a alien there because I am a computer science lady. And so much of arguments and so much of passion into talking about how we can replace the natural woods and all that. So also have a contact with them, sir. And have you also been in touch with the nanotechnology expert at NSRIT? One is Jyoti, I suppose. I mean, she is into this materials.
Yeah, Jyoti, she was visited for a conference. A couple of students.
Very knowledgeable, and the best part of that scientist is she has social connect. I haven't seen a lady like that. You tell BBMP, she has connect there. You tell XYZ, she has a connect there. I don't know how you probably just come through. So I will just put you on to that good science. And if it's really good, I think you can get to it. They have their own internal funding. Government of India, Dehradun funds them. You can join with them because they don't even know that we are also doing this. Okay, now it's so surprising for me that you are in the mechanical department here and you are doing this. Okay, so I will give you the link, sir. Also go ahead and talk to them so that we can make this more stronger. And what is the cost and all?
This is costing about 65 to 75 rupees per square feet, and it is better than the available plywood in the market because it is having resistance to water moisture absorption and strong.
Property comparison table is which plywood and what is the table cost estimation?
Cost estimation. The market is competitive differentiation.
So again the same thing what the previous presenter also did. Cost is one side of the story, sir. The other side of the story is reliable. And the goodness value of the customers, how they feel after using it. Okay, so check on that.
When we connect with industry and we work on the application part of it, then it will be.
Again, it's a very huge effort to the initiation. You have done a great study, that is all. But I think there are so many possibilities that you can improvise on.
Yes, sir. So, the thing is, there's a lot of gap between industry and what work we are doing.
And
so
we are not marketing ourselves.
we produce composites, do testing, publish papers. What is the application part? Only when this material comes into
and
industry.
those wood science fellows also won't study that we have published a paper on that.
Yes, sir.
So Actually, if they really want, they can read our papers and come back to us, or we can read their papers. That also we are not doing. So now again, it is only the study, and you are trying to tell that is depending on the market analytics and what you have spent is more cost effective.
Yes. Definitely, the industry. This is the rate I got it from the market. What is available? They'll be having a huge profit because the sales, marketing, what they do, transportation, all those things will come into picture. But this is a better
Our
product.
cost now normal ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. So when our product comes out, also thinking that our product will come on. So all that estimation will we must have. More so the sellability is important actually.
ಈ ಬಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್.
So we need to dry it first because we're having how much it has been dried, still we're having some moisture. We'll use some chemical agents to remove any moisture out of it. Then we have to dry it.